Well, the shooting death of Michael Brown has raised also a lot of legal questions, all made more complicated by the frayed emotions in the Ferguson community. Brian Claypool joins me now. He's a criminal defense attorney. Thank you for being with us, sir. We appreciate it.
Sure. Thanks for having me, Poppy.
Of course, you know, we had a trial lawyer on earlier today who told me that she thinks it's taking a really long time to see if any charges are going to be filed or aren't going to be filed. Is this taking a long time? You disagree?
Not at all, Poppy. Over the past 10 years, I've been a civil rights attorney in Los Angeles. I've represented at least 10 families of young men shot and killed by police officers. 4 of those young men were shot unarmed. 2 were white, 1 was Hispanic, and 1 was black. Poppy, I have hugged mothers of all 4 mothers, and I've cried with them, I've consoled them. And all 4 of those mothers said the following sentence, all 4 of them: I want justice now. There are 2 problems with that term, and that's what everybody in Ferguson wants. They want justice now. There are 2 problems, though. The word now. It will not happen now. There has to be a very, very extensive criminal investigation that involves processing of physical evidence, forensic evidence, medical evidence, and eyewitness testimony. You actually have to reenact 2 shootings here. You have the shooting that allegedly occurred outside the car of the officer, and then the shooting in the street. That's going to take a lot of time, Poppy. And then the other comment that these families said, they want justice. The form of justice that a lot of families of those who've been killed by officers might, in the end, take a different form and a different shape than what they expect. And that is really, really difficult for them to process.
I also want to talk about the video, the convenience store video that purportedly allegedly shows Michael Brown. His attorneys are not confirming, nor his family, that was indeed him. But let's show it to you there. This convenience store video taken 10 minutes before Michael Brown was shot and killed. A strong armed robbery, leaving with cigars, that the police say that is indeed Michael Brown. Talk to me about admissibility of that in court and the potential importance or is it not important, that video, because we know that Officer Darren Wilson, who shot and killed Michael Brown, had not seen that video before he approached him on the street.
Right, that's a great question. And here's how you break it down. The measure of whether a police officer can be charged with homicide, whether they can be held culpable in a civil court, is what was in their mind at the time they shot. It's an objective standard, but you have to look at information that they had in front of them, or they had gained through audio dispatch tapes. And by the way, audio dispatch tapes will be crucial in this investigation. It's going to tell us about the dialogue that was taking place leading up to the shooting. But getting back to your question, if this shooting officer is not aware of the prior robbery, then it may not be admissible. But here's another problem, though. It may come in another way, which is it could possibly explain why Michael Brown reacted the way he did. Because a question, Poppy, that everybody wants to have answered in this kind of case is, why did the person flee? I've had cases like that. Why are you fleeing from the police officers? And it could be argued that because if Michael Brown did in fact do this robbery, that explains why he was fleeing the scene. So that's going to be a real difficult call for the judge.
Yeah, and there's still a lot of questions. As we know, the police chief later clarifying his remarks in an interview later yesterday with our Don Lemon, saying that, well, you know, the officer did know about the robbery, may not have known that Michael Brown was the suspect, but did know that cigars were taken and may have seen Michael Brown with cigars. There's still so many questions about that. There certainly is, and I wish I could keep talking to you for a lot longer and get some more of your thoughts. We'll have you on again soon. Thank you for joining us.
Sure. Thanks for having me, Poppy.